Well, we are back, and I appreciate every single one watching this. Everybody is amazing. So stick with me on this topic. A little mind bender, a little bit of fun. So the question is stress good or bad? I bet you that you're sitting back going, well, of course, stress is bad. It's terrible. It's awful. Yeah, avoid it at all costs. But bear with me, stick with me, and I hope that I have some sort of shift in your thoughts today about stress. So the definition of stress is a state of mental or emotional strain or tension resulting in preventing success or development. It could be harmful, unfavorable, or very demanding in the circumstance, whatever that shall be. Stress arises when something you care about is at stake. That's kind of the real short version that's like, oh, okay. What pops into your mind when I say that? Maybe it's something going on right now. Maybe it's something in your past. Maybe it's something you're about to experience or you have anxiety about. So it comes from, also stress can come from an event or a thought that makes you feel frustrated, maybe angry, maybe nervous. Stress is your body's reaction to a challenge or a demand. It could be in short bursts. Stress can be also positive, such as it helps you avoid danger or help you meet a deadline or help you achieve maybe a high score on a test, right? So how do you respond to stress? How do you see stress? What are you thinking about right now? What's stressing you out right now? So let's change how you view or see stress. If you really want to escape the things that stress you out, what you're needing is not a different place, but a different perspective, a different shift in your perception or belief. Why? Well, people with a positive attitude, for example, this is just one of so many different studies that I've been reading about. This one I thought was kind of fun, relatable. It's not too scientific or over most everybody's head. But a positive attitude about aging, living longer, thinking about the future of aging. I see comments all the time on social media about, birthdays or whatever, but having a positive attitude about aging, living longer than those people live longer than those that hold a negative belief about their aging or getting older. A Yale University research study found that those that have a positive view about their getting older and aging live an average of 7.6 years longer than those that have a negative outlook. Those with a positive view of aging also adopt healthier habits, right? They take care of their lifestyles. They really care about what they eat, they do, they add movement, they hydrate or drink water, they hydrate, they feed their minds with positive things. They have regular checkups, they exercise, they live fully, right? Creating an amazing life. They have a positive outlook. They're pursuing life. So that's proof that having a positive outlook on aging gracefully, we are more apt to do things that benefit the future. People with a negative view see poor health as inevitable, give up, make unhealthy choices, stop investing in themselves, or if at all. Studies and stats show over and over again, it's not magic. There's no real mystery. There's no magic pill. The power is in our thoughts. The thoughts could be positive, which are motivating. They influence goals. They help benefit the future, our future choices, and not giving up and throwing in the towel and riding out the sofa, binging out on Netflix for the rest of their life. So when it comes to health and longevity, our beliefs, our thoughts matter. The best way to manage stress isn't to reduce it, not to avoid it, not change it. Rather, change the way you think about it and embrace it. Maybe seek it out a little bit, right? It's kind of what I do with bodybuilding. I love it. It's exciting. It's exhilarating. It's a rush. It's a high. In fact, doing everything in your power to avoid it creates more stress in your life. Think about the things that you avoid and don't experience, the memories you don't make, and bad choices because you're fearful of the unknown, right? You don't go after that job, that better pay, or that girlfriend, or that date or whatever, because you're avoiding all the stress. You're manifesting it. You're creating, like, you can't predict the future. You don't have a crystal ball. Nobody does. But by embracing stress, you can change its effect on everything from your physical health, your emotional well-being, your overall satisfaction in your work, your career, your business, and hopefulness in your future. Because we tend to use stress to describe many aspects of our life, how we think about it has a profound effect on how you experience life. A shift in your thoughts about stress will transform both everyday annoyances, little tiny little stressors, and how you cope with the big challenges in life, the big stressors, the really big ones, like death of people we know, friends, family, or pets, divorce, moving, loss of a job, fire, house fire, other natural events or causes. It's not stress that kills us, it's how we think about it. Events do not affect you. The meaning, the belief that you attach the event will affect you so much. But there's great news. You have the power to change the meaning or the belief that you have on that event. You don't stress out about things that you don't care about. You just don't. It's pretty simple, right? You can't create a meaningful life without experiencing some stress. Stop and think. If you removed all the stressful events that have happened in your life, take them all away, remove them, mentally pull them out, what do you have left? Right? Not a lot. Multiple studies in different countries, different work environments, and cultures prove over and over and over again, the higher the stress index, the higher the well-being. When it comes to overall well-being, the happiest people weren't the ones without stress. They were the ones that avoided it. They were the people who were stressed, but not depressed, not suffering, not a martyr. It turns out a meaningful life is also a stressful life. But more importantly, how you view the stress, how you cope with it, how to utilize it, embrace it, harness it, how you use it to propel yourself forward. Not letting it overcome you with grief, anger, and isolation. Where does isolation leave you? Depressed, right? Depressed is depressing inward, withdrawing. How you handle stress, how you think about it in yourself can transform how you experience it physically and emotionally. Focusing on the upside of stress will help you become aware of your own strengths, courage, values, what compassion you have, and it'll increase your resiliency when you need it. Your thoughts about anything creates a feeling. That feeling creates the action or non-action. So everything starts with your thoughts. If you're operating on autopilot, just like humming along throughout your day without really pausing and thinking and collecting your thoughts, and you're just reacting to all that life throws at you, your awareness and decisions are closed. You're in a reactive process or state that makes everything feel overwhelming, out of control, and stressful. So how often are you stressed out? Are you stressed out right now? Am I stressing you out? We have all formed a belief or a point of view about stress, right? From our own experiences in life. How often during the day do you think or say, this is stressful? I'm so stressed. This is killing me. These moments or these thoughts that you're having or things that you're saying trigger a hormone and chemical changes in your body. Some of them are good. Some of them are not so good. Some of them you want a little bit of, but you don't want a lot of. Too much is harmful. So when you think and say these things, notice how you're thinking about these stressors and how they make you feel physically. What changes happen in your body. So does it make you nauseous? Does it motivate you? Does it inspire you? Do you get a rush from it? Maybe a hit of dopamine or adrenaline. Does it paralyze you? Does it exhaust you? Does it give you energy? How does it make you feel about yourself and your life? How often do you put yourself in stressful situations on purpose to challenge yourself? Right? How often do you go out there and ask a stranger to borrow money? Right? That's stressful. Having a negative outlook on stressors in your life start to add up. They compound on top of each other, building and building over time. Our beliefs shape how we interpret our experiences and events, and how they also form our decisions. It's possible you're in a job, maybe a relationship, or surrounded by people that stress you out. But I think the question is that temporary? Because we can all handle something, stressful temporarily if we know there's an end to it. Or is it all pervasive? Is it in and out every day, all day, follows you everywhere? There's no end in sight. There's a big difference. What would life be like without these stressors in your life? These people, this job, this relationship? Subtract them out of your life for just a moment and think about it. So what is it that makes you less stressed and more happy? That's your thoughts as well. Give you a little clue. What within your control can you do to ensure that at the end of your life, you're rest assured that you did your best in creating your own happiness and fulfillment? Because that's, again, back to your thoughts. Would be putting yourself in situations that are more challenging and exciting and maybe scary add more fulfillment and excitement to your life? Possibly. So let's do a new mindset shift. So what's a way of thinking about stress that's empowering, that's positive, that opens up possibilities for you? Creating your own paradigm or mantra or quote, whatever you want to call it, will give you the strength and a way to reframe stress when it happens. And this is really important. It's best if it's in your own words. You make it, you create it, it's easy, it's short, you can memorize it, and it'll empower you. So here's some examples of some mantras or quotes, whatever you want to call them. Stress is helpful. I accept it. I embrace it. It pushes me to be my best. Okay, it's a little long, but it's something that could be fun and add a new perspective to whatever's going on. Experiencing stress enhances my performance and productivity. Right? So it's embracing it, using it to propel you forward. Here's another one. Experiencing stress improves my life, adds meaning and value. Because remember when we did that exercise, when you subtracted all the stressors in your life in the past, what was left, right? Not a lot. So it does add meaning, it adds purpose, it adds value, challenges us, gives us learning lessons. Here's another one. I perform my best under stress and pressure. Stress is my fuel to push me to greater levels. This feeling isn't stress, it's excitement. This one I use before I go on stage in bodybuilding competitions. Stressful situations improve my learning and growth, right? And maybe what you can do is question yourself. How am I learning? What am I growing from on this situation? How is it helping me? How is it benefiting me? Viewing it from a different perspective. Putting on a different pair of sunglasses and looking at it differently. Here's the last one. The effects of stress stretch me to be a better person. So when we become really good at coping with stress, we also grow the skills and make choices that avoid the pitfalls that cause the major stressors in life. For example, they know that numbing out with a substance or other destructive behaviors doesn't serve them, right? People that embrace stress are more accepting to the events that unfold in life, right? So if you have a stressful day, you don't run home and try to chill out with binge watching Netflix or binge eating or binge drinking or smoking or doing some sort of drugs, right? Or shopping. You're coping. You're like, man, today was wild. What did I learn today? That was amazing. Let it fuel you instead of let it help you make bad choices. People that cope with stress better, they are more open and curious on how to create a life that's more balanced. Oftentimes I talk to people that are all stressed out and their life is completely out of balance, meaning that they weigh heavily into one category and all the other ones are suffering. Or maybe they're weighed heavy in a couple of categories and the other ones are again suffering. It's like a tire. You got to rebalance it quite often, and that's something I do a lot with my clients. They also know things that feel overwhelming, right? When they feel overwhelmed or they're starting to feel that coming on feeling of this is stressful, this is overwhelming, they know that they need to give themselves more self-care, and they do it. They do it. There's no excuses. I don't have time. They stop and they do it, even if it's for 5 minutes. They know they have the coping skills to do it. And they seek greater personal growth and opportunity. So you need support. When things go wrong, and they do, there's really no way to avoid it. This whole class was not about avoiding stress. Again, avoiding it actually usually creates more problems. But there's a natural instinct to talk to a friend when things get stressful. Think about it, right? Bad day, you want to call up your friend, you want to text your friend, message them, go see them. It's a natural instinct. That is because there's a hint of oxytocin that happens. Oxytocin, let me say that right. The love hormone with connection to those that we love. This can actually occur with humans and our pets. So some people are, oh, I'm an introvert, but you have, 12 cats at home. Well, there you go. You're getting your love hormone from your pets. Inventing, right? Why is this important? Well, it proves that we need connection with others. We need a support system. We need accountability. We need a tribe. We need people. There's a stress response mechanism built within us to seek out support in others for greater resilience. So make sure your support system can handle your need for just being heard. That they're there, and like pets are great because they don't talk back. They're not trying to fix your problems. They're not trying to solve your problems. They just listen, waiting for their treat. So are the people you're spending time with, are they supportive? Are they positive? Are they motivating? Are they inspiring? Do they push you? Do they listen to you? Choose the people you are around very carefully and create boundaries to protect yourself from toxic, negative people, right? Remove the ones that are in your life out of your life. And that might take weeks, days, months, years to do. If you need help shifting how you view stress, reach out to me, message me. We can jump on some coaching sessions and give you the tools, give you the resources on how to cope. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you got some value from it. Message me, let me know that you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one.